กลับเข้าสู่ช่วงที่ 3 ของรายการนะคะช่วงทอล์คค่ะในวันนี้นะคะถือว่าเป็นเกียรติของรายการของเราอย่างมากเพราะว่าแขกรับเชิญของเราในวันนี้ค่ะบินไกลมาจากประเทศนิวซีแลนด์เลยทีเดียวค่ะและในวันนี้นะคะเราจะพูดถึงเรื่องของความรู้เกี่ยวกับเปปไทด์ที่มีประโยชน์ต่อสุขภาพค่ะขอต้อนรับดร. แพดดี้ เจ. เคซี่นะคะผู้เชี่ยวชาญการพัฒนาผลิตภัณฑ์จากเซลล์และสเต็มเซลล์ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ So first of all what is your purpose of coming to Thailand?
So been invited up here to speak about a specific type of therapy which is called peptide therapy and we've been lucky enough to meet with some doctors and to speak to the doctors about both how the therapy works and their interest of uptaking that because it's been used in the world quite widely.
So please, could you please tell me what kind of specialist you are?
So I'm a scientist and so I work for the university in New Zealand but I've been asked by the company that provides peptide therapy, Ovitech, to do some independent scientific work. And what that work has enabled us to do is work out how the peptide therapy works because it's been very successful so far and we've been able to prove scientifically how it works.
So what exactly does the peptide therapy do?
So why peptide therapy has been used is for anti-aging. As we get old, our cells start to degenerate and we often get some disease processes associated with that. And so peptide therapy has been used for the last 13 years around the world, both New Zealand, Australia, Americas, Europe, and it's used primarily to help with people as they're getting older to actually enable them to get a little bit younger and cope with disease. Now, because as we get older, the types of diseases we get are often quite bad diseases, things like heart problems, diabetes, a lot of problems with our musculoskeletal system, arthritis, and so the peptide therapy has been used extensively to help with anti-aging, but as a side effect has been used to help with diabetes, with heart, very extensively.
So how does the peptide therapy work?
So how the peptide therapy works is to make the cells a little younger. As our cells get older, we actually lose the ability to make some peptides, some specific proteins. And so as we age, we need somehow to replace those. In the stem cell environment, people have tried to replace those in one way by using stem cells. What this therapy has is very specific peptides that we know we lose as we get older and they can actually come within the cell and actually cause repair and regeneration of the cell, the organ and then the individual.
So what will happen after the patient is taking the peptide therapy?
So the patient visits the doctor and then under strict medical treatment, the doctor will inject the patient with the specific peptides. And this therapy lasts for a minimum of 6 weeks and often goes on longer than that, depending on how bad the clinical condition is. So the injections, they are very easy to take, have no pain associated. The patient starts to feel better very, very soon after that as the actual peptides go to the cells. And then the cells will actually repair themselves. So in diabetes, then the cells actually start to tolerate the system that's going on with their altered blood sugar and then the system comes right slowly over time.
So in what range of ages that do we have to do the therapy?
So anti-aging traditionally has been sort of people like me above 40 and in general that is still sort of the way a lot of people around my age start to feel the effects, get clinical things like diabetes, get arthritis. But also not only from my age right up to people literally in their 90s receive this therapy around the world. But now people have recognised that even in the 30s, even very young, primarily things like sports injuries, diabetes, they're all tied up with aging of the body and the cells actually slowing up and not being able to repair and regenerate. So in short, basically from the late 20s right through until death, your cells are slowing down And if you have any clinical condition that needs to be treated, then peptide therapy can be used for that.
So the peptide is very useful for doing the better health.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's been very successful so far, and been very pleased to come up to Thailand and talk to the doctors about that.
โอเคค่ะถือว่าเป็นอีกก้าวหนึ่งของความสำเร็จของวงการแพทย์แล้วก็วงการวิทยาศาสตร์ด้วยกันนะคะที่มีสิ่งใหม่ที่เราเรียกว่าเปปไทด์เทอราพีค่ะน่าสนใจมากแต่ว่าเวลาของเราสำหรับวันนี้นะคะก็หมดลงแล้วค่ะถ้ายังอยากติดตามเรื่องนี้กันต่อไปนะคะเรายังคงอยู่กับดรแพดดี้ค่ะในสัปดาห์หน้าติดตามกันได้ในวันจันทร์หน้านะคะเอาละค่ะวันนี้ปอมกับดรแพดดี้ต้องลาไปก่อนค่ะพบกันใหม่ทุกวันจันทร์เวลาเที่ยง 35นะคะและสามารถชมรีรันได้เวลาเที่ยงคืนตรงค่ะสามารถติดตามรายละเอียดเพิ่มเติมนะคะได้ที่ www.facebook.com/happyhealthyutv ค่ะแล้วพบกันใหม่สัปดาห์หน้าค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ